Evening and welcome to everyone. You join us for this T20 between India and Sri Lanka.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think anyone would have batted first in these conditions. Likely the openers will be licking their lips.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up. Punched away nicely to get off the mark.
You've got to make them play on your terms.
Some adjustments to the field.
Really good shot there. Edge. What a ball.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep. Thick edge. It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Yep. Nice shot. Runs possible. Loud appeal. There's a challenge. Not sure what good it'll do. Looks unlikely it'll be overturned.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble. Certainly no issue with the line.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yep. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
Yep. Great shot. At least one on offer.
Wait there.
De Silva shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Huge edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Sri Lanka are 1 for 40. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Drives and misses everything.
De Silva shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Perfectly timed.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Finds the edge.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Huge edge. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Right out of the middle.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Good shot. A beauty.
Great work from these two. Really strong batting. They've looked really comfortable.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Strong appeal. I'm not sure they'll get any joy from the umpire.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but they have to head back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. Got all of it, and for 6.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Caught, gone.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Good shot. He's found the gap.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
The timing, unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
Straight to the fielder. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Saw it from the moment it left the hand, latched onto it and given the full treatment.
Bowled, perfect Yorker, brilliant bowling.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go on to the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Immediately underway with some runs.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot, probably expected more there.
Really good shot there.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think. Quick onto that in the infield. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Picks the gap perfectly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Huge appeal. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Right there.
Stumping. Oh!
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Wait.
Gone. It's a good catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Just threw the shot too early.
Just the 1 run off the over. Sri Lanka are 5 for 152.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. Lovely shots and good running.
Timed that perfectly.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Great shot through the gap.
Judged the length absolutely beautifully. Footwork was immaculate, but it was the hands that got that to the fence.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Wait on. Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Gill comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Super piece of timing.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
End of the over. 15 runs coming from it. India are none for 15. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it really early and it was dispatched with ease.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap. A couple on offer here.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Wait on.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Super shot that.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. India are none for 43.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Keeper.
Absolutely nailed it.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team. A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. Gill shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. India are none for 56. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait on.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Wait on. Yep.
Great shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Great shot for 6. Moving along nicely and starting to really build this innings.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Finds the edge. Out. Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
Well, at the end of an entertaining performance with the bat, starting to flow.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yep.
That's off the middle of the bat.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
The right arm pace bowler. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep. No!
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep. Yep.
Nicked it.
And that brings up the half-century for this batsman.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Wait there. Yep.
Gone. It's a good catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the shed.
The wait, though, to face their first ball. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt. And a brilliant take by the keeper.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the...
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Waiting.
Great shot.
Yep.
Placement exquisite.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Yep.
What great reactions, brilliant catch close in.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yep, yep.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Couldn't get it through the field. Good pickup, big chance.
Immediately underway with some runs.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Good bit of timing there.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's off the middle of the bat.
He was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
14 runs added there. India are 4 for 133. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keep us in.
Drives and misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Great shot, great timing.
Always back in the ball there. Drives the ball away nicely and picked the gap at cover very well.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy in getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Wait on.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait there. Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Keep us in.
And that's the half century for this batsman.
That shot brings up the half century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Yep.
Brilliant shot, that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Misses everything.
Well bowled.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Catch. Yep.
Out.
Yeah.
What a catch.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrating.
To the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. There'll be runs here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
That marks the end of the match.
Always looked like that target was just under par, and
And see you soon.